We back, episode 3, tlerz of the Hustlers and Ambition podcast. It's your boy KDOU dealing with Douglas on Instagram. Follow your boy. Got my boy Josh.
Respect with JP. You understand me?
Yeah. We got 2 new guests and 1 returner with us. Trying to talk a little game today. We're gonna let y'all boys introduce yourselves. Let's start over here to the right, my boy.
Ben, Hugo on Instagram, Hugo Auto Shine. I got a car wash business, a few different other things.
Wanna get into it?
Yes, sir.
My boy.
I'm James. I'm affiliated with a couple of businesses, Exclusive Custom Styles, The Cake Lady. That's what I got on.
You know what I'm saying? He say exclusive cuts and styles, man. Check out the slap, clean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm T White, returning. Have a few business ventures, real estate. Also do a tech company, and also have another business. Probably gonna speak on soon, but we're just gonna keep it a secret for right now.
Yeah, man. So all the names gonna be down below. Don't worry about that.
Well, let's get into it today, though. As y'all know, we chilling, sipping good. Finna just have a nice little conversation with the bros. Man, so just to start it off, we're gonna let y'all give y'all a little background since y'all new to the show. Let everybody know what y'all come from, what y'all stand for. Talk a little bit about Hugo and everything, and you talk about exclusive cuts, cake lady, and promote yourselves. Let everybody know what y'all on. So, man, give them a rundown, man.
Hugo, it started off as a clothing brand, and building a brand like that. And then I, just over time, I learned that I needed to start a real business just to fund it, because when you're around people and they're not kind of putting in the same effort as you putting in it all. Mm-hmm. And when I started Hugo, I was at the post office. So I was using all my money to get out of that. That was my exit strategy, how to get out the post office. I hated the job, I used to wake up and just be like, fuck, why I gotta go to work? Mm-hmm. So, like, for real, I used to just wake up 4 in the morning and be fuck, like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, it was like, and then just being around everybody. And then, I just grinded. All my checks went towards Hugo. When I first bought my teeth, I spent like $5,000 just, because I was just like, shit, this is what it is. It didn't, I was like, shit, I'm gonna sell them all. Didn't end up selling them all. Damn, I wore half of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was like just real money shit. I ended up wearing, my brother like, damn, you got on a new shirt every day. I'm like, shit, fuck it. I'm gonna put on my shit, you know what I'm saying? But after that, shit, I started my mobile detail business. Worked at the car wash. Got my name popping through there with BJ. You know what I'm saying? We was working there. Had people just coming there. The owner of the car wash, he thought I was passing out business cards, but my name was just floating through the business, just on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just providing quality. A dude told me, you might as well come to my house. I'm paying them $50 and I'm giving you $20. You can just make the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So shit, I started doing that on the side. End up leaving, copped a van. And shit, it's just been on ever since, you know what I'm saying?
I remember when you copped that van.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's a true story, started from, just seeing like the bottom. Like you say, you had your vision.
Yeah, it's always just a vision, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have your vision, and if you wanna get out of a 9 to 5, you gotta stick to your vision. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody around you change your mind, none of that shit. Just grind it out and stick to it.
One thing you spoke on that a lot of people don't do, a lot of people don't invest in their vision.
Oh, no, man.
You know what I mean? A lot of people scared to invest their money into their vision. You know what I mean?
You don't get the vision. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a dream.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be dreaming.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. What about you though, James? Give him a little intro.
Well, shit, I don't got my own business that I built myself, but to give you a background on me, I grew up in the Northeast Houston, low-income area. My dad got his own business. We got a barber shop in our family. My mom had her own business. The cake brand is real known around Houston. So while going through college, I was promoting both brands, hiring barbers, getting a barber shop renovated, growing my own business, popping up different pop-up shops with different brands, trying to grow her business and getting in different partnerships. And I graduated from school with a business degree. and I kind of went in my field, so I'm just jumping around with it. So it's a small story about me.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, yeah, man, we gonna get into it, bro. We just want to know, Ben. You know, you talked about how you had to drop that 5,000 and make that initial investment in your vision. You know, but talk a little bit about how Hugo started. Like, where, you know, we like to see like where'd that name, like where'd you come up with Hugo? How did you come up with that and make that into what this gonna be my brand?
Shit, just brainstorming in my room. You know what I'm saying? Just for hours, days, knowing I want to do something. It's just not gonna be a 9. You know what I'm saying? 9 to 5. It's nothing against 9 to 5s. You gotta have workers for the world to spend. But it's just like shit. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I came up with different names, and it was just like you just driving. You know what I'm saying? Keep thinking, and shit. Want a ring? You know what I'm saying? That's what I went with. It was just a mix of this the city I'm from, and I want to go global. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You split that, you know what I'm saying? That's what shit stick though. You know what I'm saying? Bang! You know what I'm saying? Light bulb, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the DBA in everything. For sure. That's what I went with.
Let's just get into some of the sacrifices, you know, that you guys had to make to get to where you're at. You know, James, you know, you like you say, you came from a low income area, you know, now you college graduate and you done, you know, you're trying to change the narrative for the fam, bro. So just talk about the sacrifices you had to make to get to that point, bro, and what it took to make them kind of changes in your life.
You know what's crazy? It's hard to want to be something in life if you don't see it. So how I'm gonna know to try to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer if nobody around me are those things? So what fueled me to go to college was I wasn't initially thinking about it. I would be a barber like my dad. But then when I was in college, my so-called friends and people went to school who was applying for schools and they laughed when I got denied from every school. And when I got denied from the school, they kind of fueled me to want to get into school more. And the only school I knew about was PV because my uncle could pray to be my goddad. So when everybody laughed about me, because my girl laughed, but I was just a fly dude in school. I was flying cool and they didn't see me really being much of nothing else. So when everybody laughed at me, I started going hard. I found the program it's called Access. It was a boot camp, an academic boot camp to get you into college. So long story short, I got in the boot camp. It got me accepted into school. And that's what fueled it. But than that though, it was just people laughing at me and I had to go against what they were saying and try to get into it that way. So if they wouldn't have laughed at me, I would have probably still been on home.
How you took that though? Like, I know that was your official, your first mindset, like, man, I need to get into school when niggas start laughing at you. Like, what was your first thought when niggas started laughing at you? Did you down yourself or was you like, fuck it, man, I'm just gonna get it?
Niggas ain't my friends.
Facts.
That's facts, bro.
You know what's crazy?
I was about to say that. Facts, bro.
And they might see the video, but you know what's crazy? I'm gonna share it to them, but I still think about that to this day. Like the shit they laughed about in school and to see where I'm at now and all the stuff I've done and all the network I have with my nonprofit and all the businesses that I be with. And they were there. Some of them doing good, but most of them not doing it. But like really, I'm the first person out of my class to graduate college. And I was like number 200 out of 100 some people. I barely graduated high school. And I was the first one to get my degree.
So both of y'all got non-profit. You got a non-profit? I know you got a non-profit. Yeah, you're working on a non-profit, man. But, you know, as far as, you know, you got into it with the phones. You know, when I knew you, I ain't never know you to fix no damn phone or no iPad and no shit like that. So what made you tap into that field?
Oh.
Everything.
A lot of people don't know this about me. When I first went to college, I went to the University of Utah.
Okay.
At the University of Utah, I was in computer engineering. A lot of people didn't know I was in computer engineering, you know what I'm saying? Because I got kicked out of Utah. With me getting kicked out of Utah, I had to come back to U of H. Degree plan changed. I had to be eligible for football. So it was just a lifestyle change for me because all I wanted to do was be an engineer, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a computer engineer. Like I love computers, love software. I always loved it growing up. But actually how Tech World came about, bro, I had an iPhone 7. It was an iPhone 7, it was gold. I had one to I Break You Fix, right there in Pearland. When I used to stay in Pearland, and they charged me $100 to fix my phone. So I had got it fixed. I'm at the crib chilling, I think I started playing with ice, you know what I'm saying? And some dropped my phone, cracked the same day, bro.
Damn.
Same day I just got it fixed. So I was hot. I'm like, man, ain't no way. So I'm pissed. I'm like, ain't no way I'm about to spend another $100 on this phone. So I was just thinking, I'm like, bro, how about I try to fix it myself? Because it ain't hard, you know what I'm saying? Everything has a way of
YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything is a way of doing something. Like, you can YouTube it or anything. So I was just like, all right, like, let me try to do this myself. So I went on Amazon, found the part that I needed for the phone. And then I took it apart because like it came with like a little tool kit. So I just took it apart. It didn't have no instructions in it. And I just took the phone apart. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm just winging it. And I seen how everything connected. I opened it up, got better. And that's how Tech World came about. I was like, oh shit, I got this. When I fixed it, I was like, oh, this is it. Like, this all I gotta do. So I was like, all right, let me see if I turn this into a business. So my girl at the time, she had cracked her phone too. So she had an iPhone 6. So this back. We on the extend, you know, like 6 or 7 no more. So
we double digits now.
We got up there now. So she had an iPhone 6, and I had got the part for her to fix her phone, and that's when I was like, okay, let me really turn this into a business. And along the way, bro, I messed up, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I had to start getting into the YouTube, how to actually do it on YouTube in the correct way, because I had messed up somebody's phone to where, like, you could see everything, but it wasn't bright. So I had messed up the black lighting. But that was a part of the, you know what I'm saying, the motherboard and everything. And it was because I didn't turn the phone on correctly. You know what I'm saying? It was just different steps that I didn't learn before I actually got into the business. Before I started it, but as the business went along, I had to learn from my mistakes. And it was just, it's just live to see a new day. That's how Tech World came.
You learn through your mistakes, though. Like, you failed your way forward. Like, you know, you can take your loss, and then you fucked the person's phone up, but you learn, like, okay, this is what I did wrong, so now you know not to do that again.
And I mean, you was a good businessman. I mean, you probably fixed it and everything, you know what I'm saying? But you was learning, you wanted to learn how to get better, you know what I'm saying? You didn't like, I want to be fucking up people black.
You feel me? Exactly. I want to keep doing it.
I'm just keep doing the same way. Fuck it.
Valuable lessons, for sure.
A lot of people would have quit. They would have been like, oh, nah, this is too hard. This is another black light. Like, nah. But you kept going. That's a lot of things people don't do when they find something new, bro.
When mistakes start coming up,
they gotta know, like, this so foreign to you. You're not gonna get that shit at once. Like, you're gonna go through a few fuck-ups until you become a master. And a lot of people quit in the process, in the struggle of that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a key point that you had touched on right there.
And then I want to touch, James. You was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, you had the people who laughed at you when you was, you know what I'm saying, getting denied from college and stuff like that. How that kind of fueled your fire a little bit to make it, you know, make you want to push yourself. You know, it's just, I want to talk about kind of how your people around you can influence you. You know, whether that be in a positive way or a negative way. Because I know, you know, me, Josh, and BJ, we've been partners since the first time we ever like became cool, 19th grade, bro. We've been like cool ever since. And it's just because they ain't never changed. It's been the same. So we just stayed down. But you know, you got people in your life who came, who gone, who, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't talking forever. And, you know, and it ain't nothing against them, but it's just sometimes you realize people here for you and people here not for you. So, you know, I just want to talk, you know, so everybody touch on, you know, how y'all feel about, you know what I'm saying, the circle. And did people around you influence you to get to where you at, or was it, you know, just straight mindset and people really flaking on you that got you where you at? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's mindset. I mean, you gotta know where you want to go first off. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, if you wanna go to the top, and first off, spending money. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna save money, but you going out every night, how you wanna save money? You know what I'm saying? If the people around you influencing you to spend money, they don't believe in your dream. You know what I'm saying? It's like they should be influencing you. Oh, nah, chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Build your business. Instead of going to happy hour, buy you some tech gear. You know what I'm saying? Buy you some, you know what I'm saying? Stay in the crib. So it's like, first off, that has, you know what I'm saying? That influences it. But I mean, he had spoke on something, just being the first. I think the first one in your family,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and not seeing it, it's like we can either be like what we had, or we can be something new. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's easy to be like, no this to our parents, but it's easy to be. We can model that, or we can take it to the next level. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, you just have to have that vision to take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Or stay the same. Stay with your friends, not grow. You know what I'm saying? Just chill, smoke weed all day, or, you know what I'm saying?
Be comfortable.
Yeah, be
So
comfortable.
what made you kick on that self-knowledge? You know, because baby, you just said, you know, you could be like your people who went through that they got their own set of knowledge, you know, go to work, go to school, do this and do that, or you ain't gonna be successful. But it takes a certain person to seek that self-knowledge to know, man, it's life more than that. You know, I could be bigger than that, you know what I mean? I could work for myself. So what took you to that level?
Just a vision. You know what I'm saying? Being inspired by what I don't see. You know what I'm saying? I never seen no Bentleys or, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that. My parents had, you know what I'm saying, good middle class things, but it was like, damn, why we gotta have just this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we can't have this.
We can't have that big old house.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, shit, one of my biggest inspirations was Nip. You know what I'm saying? It's and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was young, everybody was stuck on buying MJs. I used to buy nothing but Allen Iversons. That was my biggest idol, you know what I'm saying? And seeing him iced up, you know what I'm saying, and all that, it was like, shit, that's what I want to be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, that was my biggest idol. That's the raw one right there.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
What about you though, Josh? You know, we got our guests, but you know, we've been cool forever. But you know,
Man,
you done had, you know, people that's been came and gone, and you done had, you know, your trials and tribulations. So you know,
Shit, man, you know that from the first hand, bro. You know, man, as far as you know, my circle, man, you know that's one that I was in denial about, like for a minute. I've always been around the same people, just me, K-Dub, and DJ. You know, I had other partners around, but you know, my mama kind of told me some people wasn't my friends, things of that nature. I was like, nah, that's my partner. What you talking about? But I seen later down the line that our views was different. You know what I mean? Our views was different. Yeah, like when we was in high school, bro, it was the people that my mom said were my friends. Them were the people that was trying to get in the cliques, trying to do all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't me. I wasn't raised like that. Yeah. See, why you been on me? My mama always kept me out of stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it came to that fact when we started getting older, I started seeing people, you know what I'm saying, just doing a lot of fugazi ass shit. And I'm like, bro, that shit ain't different life paths, bro. Like my vision at the time was on the NFL, and I know the shit that they was doing wasn't gonna get me to college. It wasn't gonna get me nowhere but put in jail or worse. You know what I mean? So you know, I was just thankful and blessed that I had K-Dub and BJ. And the way I came on K-Dub, man, I met him at High Tower summer. And as soon as I met him, bro, click like that. I'm spending all his hours in the summer. This is summer, first time I ever met him, bro. That's how I knew that day, like, this was my brother. Not my partner, my brother. And, you know, I've been knowing BJ. You know, so I've been knowing him. BJ was a knucklehead in middle school. Like, when I got to Laco, that nigga was in CAEP. So I didn't know who BJ was until he got out. And that nigga locked up, bro. And then me and BJ, we started having class together and we clicked. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I started seeing who y'all was personally. And who y'all was personally was everything that I was personally. And you know, God gonna bring around the people that He needs you to be around. You ain't gonna be around the people that's doing all this. He gonna put you in the positions to let you know, nah, this ain't the people to be around.
You gotta have a vision though to be like, this ain't the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can still stick around him. You might put him around you. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you can still just be chilling with them. You know what I'm saying? Staying down.
Except but that go back to being comfortable. Just, you know, because people know when they not comfortable where they at or when they like.
How they gonna know though?
The situations that they put you in.
Yeah.
You always in a negative situation, bro. That ain't the spot to be in.
You know what mindset you want to be in.
But let me tell you this, I had read something one time, a wild lady said, if you sit in shit long enough, you forget the smell. So you can be in a negative situation and I know it's negative.
Exactly.
You said your vision, but it got to be the people around you and your mindset. Because for me, I saw my aunt went to college with my goddad, so that was just my toe to get in college. When I got there, I gained so many friends, and that's what changed my whole life around. I'm sagging, cursing, doing all kind of flicking off the cameras and all that. That was ignorant, man.
Okay.
You stealing, I'm breaking the stove, we're doing all kind of nigga shit going on.
So speaking on that, it was my big cousin for me, because, I'm the oldest. I got 3 little brothers, but my big cousin, that was like a older brother to me. I used to follow that nigga around all the time. He used to get mad. You know what I'm saying? Stop following me and shit.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That was big bro, and on the path that he in the lead. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I seen. So I always, just like you said, had that vision. I had the vision through him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I was seeing. So that's how I knew how to filter that bad shit and that good shit. Because I knew, man, my cousin ain't doing this shit. So I know, like, that ain't the route to take. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. For me, I always been, one that like to, be cool with everybody. I don't want nobody to ever say, K-Dub the whole ass nigga. Like, that's just I'm just moved with integrity, bro. Like, if I feel like it'll be some whole ass shit if you did it to me, I'll never ever in life ever do it to you. And that's just how I move. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's just, I don't never want nobody to have no. Like I said, like, I'm a whole ass nigga because that ain't how I'm built. But just, I feel like my mindset just came from, of course, you know what I'm saying, my dad. Like, since I was young, bro, like, bro been telling me, like, bro, you not regular. Like, you can't do normal stuff. Like, even though he going to work every day, you know what I'm saying, he punching the clock, like, and I don't even think he meant it like on that level, but that's how I took it. Every day he used to always tell me, bro, you not regular. Like stop trying to do what everybody else do. Everybody else can't do what you do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just kind of stuck with me. And Josh, you'll never forget it, bro. But like, this shit still play in my head to this day, bro. When we was trying to get recruited, and you know what I'm saying, we had just won state. Like, we was one of the best teams in the country. Like, we like, bro, why we ain't getting no scholarships? Like, why we ain't even getting no schools talking to us? And we know we better than everybody out there. Mm-hmm. Like, we one of the best teams in the state. We get no looks. And so, my daddy, he see it. Like, my daddy, he went to the NFL. He know what it takes to get there. Yeah, my daddy went to the league. Don't talk about it a lot, but my boy was in the league. So he know, like, get there. So he tell me, like, bro, like, I know you cold. Like, and this him, he never used to tell me, like, when I got to high school, that was the first time he ever told me, like, yeah, you like that, son. Like, like, it feel different. Yeah, like, it feel different. So, like, he was like, yeah, you like that. And so he like, bro, why you not getting no scholarships? And we telling him, like, bro, our coaches ain't fighting for it. He's like, nah, bro, coaches gonna come for you, they ain't gonna come, like, nah. So long story short, my daddy went up there to the school. He like talking to the coach, like, man, my son started, he had a great season. He did this, why we ain't getting no look? Man, that dude looked my daddy in his face and told him, your son, I don't think your son could play at the Division I level. Oh, like, I feel like your son could fit in perfectly at a D2 or D3 school. You know what I'm saying? And so my dad, like, he told my father this to his face.
In the locker room.
In the locker room.
I mean, not in the weight room.
You know what I'm saying? And when he told me that, bro, I was like, damn, like, this was, like I was grinding my whole life. Like, I done put all my blood, sweat, and tears on the field to get to that level. Yeah. And then we come back and then you back down and say, you know what I'm saying, you ain't even good enough to play at this level. Yeah. So, but my daddy, he said, bro, we ain't gonna trip. We're finna do this shit ourselves. Bro, I went to every Division I college in the country and wrote down 3 coaches' addresses from every school. And I emailed my highlight tape myself. I did that shit myself, bro. And when I got that scholarship, and them scholarships started rolling in, and I seen, like, bro, like, you could really do, like, that was the first time I ever seen some shit, like, when you really want shit to happen, and you work for it, that shit gonna happen, bro. Like, I was every day after school emailing coaches, like, hitting people up, doing shit. That was just a little talking to show me, like, bro, you can really do whatever you put your mind to, but it's gonna have to take the work. There's a lot of people out here saying, there was a lot of people we seen that was good enough to get to where they was at, but you know what I'm saying, they just didn't know what it took, and they just like comfortable and complacent with, okay, well, I guess I ain't good enough, instead of knowing, like, I'm gonna get there. whatever it take, I'm gonna get to that level. And I know this ain't even on no business shit, but that shit just some shit that's impacted.
Nah,
Yeah, that's life shit, bro. That's just some shit that impacted me in my life, bro. To where like I like that shit every time. Like I feel like I can't do some shit. Bro, you got your own scholarship. You did your own shit yourself. Your coach told you couldn't play D1, and I went and played. Huh?
So when you hungry, you find
Real
out.
talk.
One thing
Then
I found out, though, just touching that about life, bro, never let anybody's opinion dictate your life.
real talk.
That's big, bro.
Real talk.
Never let.
I remember when, I remember one time, this to speak on how you know who your friends are. I'm smoking with one of my partners I ain't supposed to be with. I'm smoking. K-Dub and BJ out there working. I'm in the car. K-Dub, I remember this like yesterday, bro. K-Dub like, what's up, bro? You ain't gonna come out and work? I'm high. I'm high. I'm like, hell no, I ain't trying to work. Nigga just, bro. And from that day, I swear to God, from that day, I was sitting in that car regretting that I even got high that day, bro. I was like, my real partner's out here working, and I'm with somebody that don't even hang around, dude, don't even give a fuck how with them. You know what I'm saying? From that,
They gonna let you
come
go
on,
down.
bro. That's how I knew it was my real
that same place,
We can go down back to back.
Exactly, bro.
But then that ties to one of the topics, the purpose of having good people around you, though.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So that's to kind of bring it back.
Yep.
But yeah, and suffer. Well, just to bring in my piece, the people around you are just important, bro. Like they're important in ways you don't even understand because those people around you dictate how you gravitate through life daily. And I say that not like, oh, this is my partner, like he doing this today, this is what I'm gonna do consciously. I'm gonna just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. Like, nah, subconsciously you start, you know what I'm saying, acclimating yourself to what that person is doing. You know what I'm saying? You're getting everybody, you're getting that person's vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because you're around them so long, everything they're doing, you're starting to do. And you're doing it subconsciously because you're seeing that shit. You're just like, you know,
Where is it
like
for the
shit.
flock to do?
Exactly, let's do this, you know what I'm saying? So just to touch bases on that, bro, like your tribe is important, bro. Like those are people that can make or break anything you do in life. Anything. You know what I'm saying? So just to continue on that, bro, like people around you are important, and I had to, like, people that's been around me know, bro, like I had a huge wake up call when it comes to friends, bro, and it's a lot of people I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, that we were a clique, you know what I'm saying, we all still a group, I still got love for everybody, you know what I'm saying, that I grew up with, but there's a lot of people I had to just release myself from, and the biggest thing is the jokes, you know what I'm saying, people, they'll make jokes, and it's funny to them, you know what I'm saying, and you'll laugh and whatnot, but when you come back and think about it, bro, like,
It's a joke that you want to get your life right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it's not even that joke, like, sometimes, bro, it's just like, it's a lot of insults and jokes, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hating jokes, and they really, you know what I'm saying, projecting that energy on you just because they want to do that. They make it as a joke, but at the end of the day, that's how they truly feel. Exactly, because they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And those real friends is the ones that stick by you through everything, bro. Like you seen, you know what I'm saying, my real friend. That's my best friend. My best friend is your cousin.
I seen that from the jump.
Since we were 5-6 years old, you know what I'm saying? We've been best friends, and just adding people to that group, to that friendship that we had, you see a lot of people you're not supposed to be around, bro. And you see how people they're mad they may be mad, or I don't know how it may be. They may hate that relationship that y'all two have. Some people may hate that shit. Some people may look at that and be like, damn, like why he's so cool with him, nigga, and I'm getting just the bare minimum, and they don't understand, like, if that's not your real friend, it ain't never gonna click like that.
Y'all had partners like that. I never said nothing, but you know, I was always looking from the outside in.
Facts.
You know, it was just you and Dre to me. Everybody else, and James, everybody else was just like, you know what I'm saying, just came around. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, just know too much of them. But I already know who was like, oh yeah, that's a hating ass nigga. I can already see because he ain't got shit going for himself. And y'all got everything going. I said it's gonna come to a point that something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga gonna fall off sooner or later. And sooner or later, look where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And it's crazy how we come how James, you even get on the show, because you know what I'm saying, we pretty much became family
Through BJ.
through BJ.
that's what I'm saying.
I met BJ through another friend I met in school.
Yeah, Yeah, and it's just like, bro, like when solid people connect, it's like, you know, you can feel the energy.
It's a different
like,
energy, bro.
Like, bro, we went, when we met, bro, when we went South by Southwest, bro, as soon as we walked in the room, it's all love. It's, yeah, what's up, bro? So I already knew, like what kind of dude you was, and that just kind of showed, like, you know what I'm saying, how the people around you can influence you, because, you know what I'm saying, you don't even know, bro. I be watching you, you know what I'm saying, watching your gram and seeing how you moving, bro, and you inspire people without even knowing you inspire them, bro, just because
you know what I'm saying? Shit, I be saying
and that's another thing, the iron sharpens iron. So when I went to college, I got so many friends who mama knows the mayor and uncles that all these businesses. And when I was growing up in the low income area, y'all know the north side and the south side different.
Oh, I know
Your cousin was like, man, nobody on the north side ever really been shit, bro. Like, there's nobody over there. You ever seen the movie, what is it called, Lean on Me? Mm-hmm. Man, my school, we didn't have teachers, we didn't have books. I used to come to class late, get teacher food, sleep in the second class. I was hanging in the hallway, thought I was cool. When I got to college, I was about to flunk out. I met all these smart people, and when I met them, I sit next to him, learn. Get next to him, learn. And then I started going to that family house, and I seen all this, look at all this, look over here. Yeah. All that exposure started altering my mind, and then companies started flying me out for jobs. And the more exposure I got, the more I learned. And then the friends, we always challenge each other. We got a different perception. So the way I see something, the way you see something different. And we come together and talk about it. We change the way both of us see it, and we both learn and we move forward. Mm-hmm. I like try to drop a little stuff here and there. I learned something from you. I'm gonna share it with him, and then I'm gonna share it with somebody else, so we can all learn and all grow together. Mm-hmm. But it's good to have good friends when you keep you moving forward.
That's just solid people. Period. Like, you know. That, you can tell that about real friends too, because this times, you know, me and Josh argue, you know, me and BJ argue, but you know what I'm saying? And that's just, a lot of people, you know, they get into an argument and then it's like, oh, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just like, bro, how can you be mad at somebody for keeping it a buck with you or telling you how they feel? You know what I'm
looking out for you, one best for you.
Man, I cut niggas off all the time. I know I see niggas bitch when I'm going to the gym and they still fat for you. I'm like, bro, you lazy, bro. Mm-hmm. I ask something, you lazy. My roommate lazy. I know some of the lazy people, they don't got their work ethic, bro. You know, you grew up in low income areas, bro. You got to run harder than everybody.
Because you ain't never had it.
Yep. It's in you, it ain't on you. Man. It's in you, bro.
I feel y'all, bro, when you say have that conversation and you bump heads, because it's just like the guy, he just dropped his new album, and in one of the songs, it was like, so if it's an issue with the team, you can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? But express that shit. Don't hold that shit in the back of your mind or in the back of your head, and you over here feeling some type of way like, man, fuck this nigga K-Dub, bro, fuck that.
Nah, man, I'm shaking K-Dub, shaking your hand the whole time.
So if you say how you feel, bro, like we can agree to disagree, because shit, I don't know everything, you don't know everything, and let's just put our sides together and see if we can work through this. You know what I'm saying? Let's piece some stuff together. Mm-hmm. And it's just like you gotta have a healthy conversation with real friends. You know what I'm saying? You know who them real friends is. Where I'm about to talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Those real friends have to want to grow. Too.
Exactly. They gotta want to grow.
They gotta want to grow.
Don't let down, bro. And when it comes to them real friends, bro, it's just the conversation is different. How you look at things is different. I know me and Dre, we talk about a lot of shit, bro. Like it can range from, you know what I'm saying, how we felt 2 weeks ago, or what we want to see ourselves going forward, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? He'll talk about dumb stuff like he can invite some females here once in a while. Like we men, you know what I'm saying? We men, but we have conversations about everything. You gotta be able to have that real conversation with your friends, bro. Mm-hmm. Go lay your ass down now, bro.
He touched on something though. When you got friends, he didn't really say it directly. When you got friends, you can partner together. Mm-hmm. So you do Airbnb, so it's easier, me and you going to deal together and do a partnership versus me handling our work myself. So if I got a job and I'm doing something with my family, you got a job, we both free at different times. So if I'm trying to run a business one day, you can run it the next day. We can basically go to business faster together. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about partnerships with that.
That's what trust comes in too, though.
Yeah, trust is huge, but you can't trust friends all the time in business, bro. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I have learned. Because friends not gonna look at your business the way that you look at your business.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm saying. I learned you can't push your dream on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's your dream.
And
You
then
know what I'm
some.
saying? So you can't get mad at people not supporting you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, oh, my friends don't support me, but it's like shit. It's a lot of people that will. You just gotta push your shit for yourself,
Exactly.
grind it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like shit. See who will. You know what I'm saying? It's not your friend's job to just want to buy your product. Like you know what I'm saying? They should, but you can't get mad at them for not. You know what I'm saying?
It's billions of people in the world, bro.
It's a billions of people, bro.
For one person that might not like your shit, it's a million other people that's gonna want your shit.
Strangers that want your shit.
Exactly.
You know
and those are the ones that support you the most. Sometimes strangers is your biggest
I
support.
got clients that I've had since car wash days for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And they became just great friends. You know what I'm saying? Great clients, spend money. You know what I'm saying? Everything, teach me everything, and then became my friends that I surround myself with. Kind of pushing away the old ways. You know what I'm saying? And learning, getting inspired by new things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you said, like James said, like they almost friends, but when you in business, them your partners.
Yeah, you gotta separate friends and business. Like I do business with my friends. We're gonna talk about this. My friends do business all the time, but we're gonna put contracts down. I don't care how cool we are.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into a property together. Okay, this is gonna be in the contract. Let's go get notarized. Let's go to the judge. We're gonna do all things proper. We still cool. But one is we got business going right now.
We're gonna let it know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, them partnerships is definitely strong, bro. Like that's definitely where you gonna make your business go up to that next level because your network is your network. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to get into in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Because I just started, you know what I'm saying, really diving deep into this real estate stuff. So like now I'm trying to get to where I've learned how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've learned the game. I've learned what it takes to get there. Now I'm trying to put myself around people who are where I'm trying to get to and learn from them.
Or
And
doing
just,
it on the biggest
yeah,
scale.
and see and just partner with people that you know what I'm saying are like-minded with me and can push me to get to them levels that I'm trying to be at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only so much you can do by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
A white guy just told me rich people cheat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
They see the person that they want to be and they follow exactly what he do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fail.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because if you learn every shortcut, you know what I'm saying? If you learn exactly what he did, you don't have to learn on your own. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be out here grinding and getting out the mud. He ain't get out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
All he did was read the fine print. That a lot of us don't like to read.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying is they can work together.
Yep.
They working together. Like we have a nonprofit called Forward Thinkers Incorporated, me and some colleagues, and we giving exposure to people who grew up without. And it's about 5 of us, right? We all have our own individual network. We had a conference November 2nd, but the conference wouldn't have been the same. We was all together. We all got jobs. We all do stuff, but it's 5 of us. We all able to tackle different things on. And we all got a person that we know who has a great following. So when it came to coming to the conference, we all separated all the work separately and pulled in our network to make the conference successful. So if you know 5 people, you know 5 people, you know 5 people, I know 5 people, he know 5 people. We got enough people to make a good conference, and we ain't got to struggle to find 25 people myself. And just make it easier. You can get further too. But nowadays, everybody want to have their own thing. Everybody want to be the boss. Everybody want to be the CEO. Everybody want to break off and not want to work with nobody and take all the pride. But there's nothing wrong with working together and accomplishing a bigger goal. But sometimes it's better than us.
No.
Facts.
You gotta know a role.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people see.
Know your role and play your role. You know what I'm saying? And I could actually touch on that too, because that's just me, bro. Like I'm a boss. I'm a CEO. I know how to get stuff done. But being in that role comes with a whole different hat. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things how you gotta change your perspective when it comes into being a business owner. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can say I'm a business owner, but business owners, CEOs, and people like that, they're not just owners, they're leaders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get in those positions and they feel like, okay, I gotta demand. Nah, you gotta teach the people under you. You gotta let them learn something. But for you to be able to teach them, you gotta learn. So just to go into like my real estate venture and how I learned it, before I wanted to get a partner in that shit, before I wanted to bring somebody on to do that shit with me, I wanted to do that shit by myself. So when I bought my first property, bro, it was all like, T.Y., you all money in, bro. Like, this is you. You know what I'm saying? This is all you. And when I had to put that money up, and I had to put the money up for the renovations, like me and my family did all the renovations ourselves. Like I laid the entire flooring in my house myself. You know what I'm saying? Knee pads. You know what I'm saying? I had the knee pads going. I remodeled the whole bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That's all money in. That's all me and my people painted. We painted. My mama was in there busting her ass, bro. Like, nigga, weeks on weeks. You know what I'm saying? This is my tea lady in there busting her ass just to see my dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Just to see the things that I want to do in my life. Just to see that shit come through. My mom was in there, nigga. My dad was in there, nigga. Nigga, the people around me, like all my friends, all my real friends, nigga, was helping me with that shit. You feel me? Laying down plastic, you know what I'm saying? My girl in there, like, bro, we in that house busting our ass. And I had to get that knowledge, bro, to be able to get to this level, but to be able to teach the people up under me or to be able to go into this partnership and know what all is about to go into this. So it's huge, bro, having that experience, bro. Like, you gotta experience that shit before you can go into something with somebody else, because you can go into something with somebody else. I mean, go into something with somebody else, but they might have more knowledge of it than you do. And they might fuck you out of a deal, and you not even knowing, but you don't have that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that business knowledge in what you're doing, so you just fucked yourself. So if anything, bro, I say get that personal knowledge first. And then you can go into it with other people, and you got to be able to take criticism. And not only with taking criticism, you got to be able to shut the fuck up, bro, and just open your ears and actually listen to people, because there's people out there that know way more than you do. And for some people, bro, that's hard. To be able to humble yourself to have to be quiet, that's hard. All right, bro. What I tell you? All right,
Just saying you don't know something.
Yeah.
People don't want to admit when they don't understand. So I don't know.
Just like what God said, man, you gotta put that pride to the side. You feel me? Like, you become successful when you know you don't know everything, bro. Like, once you know you don't know everything, you become a learner.
You always learn.
Become a listener. You know what I'm saying? Because you like, oh shit, I don't know this. I don't know that. Just let me listen now.
Cause I
you know what I'm saying? I gotta shut up now. Like,
you know what I'm
saying? He just said some shit that I ain't even know, but and it's a lot of people that do this. Damn, he said some shit that I don't know, but instead of asking the question like, what do you mean by that, or what is that, you over here shaking your head like, nah, nigga, you don't know. Ask that nigga a question, bro. Just be like, hey, I know you spoke on this topic, like, can you elaborate what that is? I'm unaware of it, you know what I'm saying?
One thing a lot of people don't want to do, bro, they think questions is dumb. The only question that you don't ask, that's the dumb question.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter if they laugh. Nigga, you learn something, that's all.
Exactly. If they laughing at knowledge, bro, then you know the path that they on. You know what I'm saying? They fugazi, bro. I ain't even gotta go into detail, bro. It's just they in a whole other realm that you not associated with. You feel
But
me?
at the same time, though, you got a lot of people out here who put a lot of sugar on top of what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch who you trying to connect with too. Cause a lot of times people ain't really out here like they say. You know what I'm saying? They make it look good.
And they not busting their ass.
They not really busting their ass. Cause I'm the type of bro. After my first real estate deal, bro, like I knew I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
But you just trying to learn as you go.
Yeah. But I learned as I went, bro. Like when I signed the first contract, bro, they came at me talking about surveys and do I got a survey and do I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is a survey?
I ain't surveying.
I ain't survey shit, but you know what I'm saying? I learned as I went, and so as I kept going and learning, like, you know what I'm saying? I just was picked up on all of that, and so, you know, I kind of rushed into trying to figure that shit out, and I ended up paying this dude, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 to, you know what I'm saying, coach me, trying to, you know what I'm saying, rush my process and figure it out right now. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got the money, let me just drop this bread so I can get this knowledge. Cause you know what I'm saying, I don't want to forever, you know what I'm saying, spend my bread on knowledge. Like that ain't shit. The thing where I messed up was not doing my research and vetting the person that I was getting the knowledge from.
Finding that right person that
you from. Dude gave me the bread, gave dude the bread, and shit, I damn near knew more than he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in there talking to him.
He wasn't from the north side. The north side nigga
I promise, outside like a motherfucker. I was all the way out there, boy. But you know what I'm saying? I take that as my blame because it's like I rushed into, you know what I'm saying? I hurried it up instead of just really trying to figure it out myself. I tried to take the easy route and try to get somebody to tell me instead of just reading or trying to figure it out myself. And it ended up biting me in the ass because, like I said, dude ain't teaching me shit. Like, all he told me was, you know what I'm saying, you gotta find people who behind on their taxes and gonna knock on their door. I'm like, bro,
How do I do that?
how do I,
So what is the first step of
like, you know what I'm telling you?
You know what I'm saying? I know that they house, bro. Like, it makes no sense, bro. Like,
And so I'm just walking up and me, I'm hungry. So I'm like, fuck it, this what it's gonna take, I'm finna do it. So I'm knocking on niggas' doors, I'm like,
You got no script.
I ain't got no script. I'm like, bro, what am I out here doing, bro? Then I came to the realization, like, I'm on a website that I already knew about. I already knew about the website, so I'm getting addresses off of shit I already knew, thinking I'm learning some shit. Until it came to the point, I'm like, bro, like, I'm really just not doing, like, he really just, like, damn near got over on me. Yeah, right. But like I say, I ain't tripping. I just took that as charge to the game because it's like now I'm connecting with people and I'm learning that from that experience. So now I ask people questions before I talk to them or get into it with them with real estate. I try to pick their brain and understand. You know what I'm saying? What do you know? Do you know? Yeah. Do you know what an affidavit of heirship is?
Exactly.
Are you know
what they doing?
Exactly what they doing. Exactly. So now when I see it, I'm only trying to get stuff off Instagram and follow people who I see. Like I see you doing it. Like I know you showing your checks. You showing you talking to people on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you just, you know what I'm saying, dropping some videos and saying, you know what I'm saying, I got a course and can show you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, like you say, self-knowledge and all that. But, you know, then again, at the same time, we going into it and I don't think people want to learn self-knowledge and can adapt to that because I feel like we are programmed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we programmed to want to do stuff the school way and feel like we can't learn ourselves and that the knowledge is not out there because we never were taught that the knowledge is out there.
We programmed about a lot of stuff. We programmed to wear these watches, to want all these Bentleys and all this nice stuff. And my girl talk about it all the time. We always want all this stuff and beating our stuff up when we don't get it. And you see animals and turtles just freely living their ass on the side of the lake with them chilling and having a better life than us. They got a plan that we keep. Let me get to this next level, get to the next level. And realistically, we just trying to chase a thing. We never gonna be happy with things. We're just gonna be chasing stuff.
And that's what social media comes into effect, bro.
Yeah.
And music that you listen to. Yeah. You know, we touched on this the first episode, bro. But that social media, that's all you see. You see all these rappers, these entertainers, you know what I'm saying, with all this shit that you want, not knowing that they don't even own that shit. Yeah. That they lease that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you working your ass off. You doing everything that you can. You know, a lot of niggas, they understand that they can't get through a job, so they'll go sell weed. Or I get it quicker. I can do this, I can do that. Not knowing, like, these niggas not getting it like that, bro. That's just for show. That's just to help they sales. You know what I mean? It's a facade, bro. And
or they just don't know the work it took to get there. Yeah. So they just see you, you know what I'm saying, pulling up, you know what I'm saying, they seeing your checks, they seeing all the cars you washing, they seeing all the phones you fixing, you know what I'm saying? And they like, oh well shit, that gotta be easy. If this nigga can do it, if he can do it, I know I can do it, but they don't know, they don't see.
They don't know behind the scenes, when you over here struggling, you know what I'm saying, to make your payments on your bills because you're trying to keep your business afloat. They don't see that shit.
They don't see the oodles and noodles days. You know what I'm saying? Just like me said, he eat steak and shrimp, but he did tell us how he went from oodles and noodles to steak and shrimp. You feel me? So he ain't missed that part. You feel me? So it's always a grind to the success. When you see people at success, just know that shit wasn't overnight. It might hit overnight, but just know it probably took 2 or 3 years for that shit to hit overnight. You know what I mean?
So use it as motivation instead
exactly.
Of, you know, like use it as motivation or exposure. Like when I be looking at Instagram, maybe at trips, I'm like, man, what can I do?
What can I do?
What can I do?
Exactly. But that's because you programmed your mind to think that way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And tie back into the hard work. I work with a construction company right now. My uncle got his own construction business. But it be times where it's slow, like right now. Nobody getting the house remodeled. It's still fresh out Christmas break and all this gift. So the money not being made, but you still gotta pay the guys so they gonna go somewhere. So my uncle ain't made no money in 2 months, and he's still paying us.
Yep.
They don't see that. So my uncle ain't made a dime, he's still paying us within the budget of the account. But they don't see that though. So sometimes being a boss ain't always a cool thing to do.
That's what it is.
Because the boss is the one that's taking all
You gotta pay all the bills.
You gotta know how to take the loss, man.
You put everything on your side.
Everything.
People want to do what you do, but they don't want to do what it takes to get to where you at.
They don't know their why. You know what I'm
Woo! Chill out, man.
Hey, we going in.
Change the stuff.
They don't know that why.
I love that. Chill out,
They
man.
don't know why they don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
They just doing it because they see somebody else doing it.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta know why you want the business. You know what I'm saying? Why you want, you know what I'm saying, a business. Why, you know what I'm saying? Why you want to be in real estate.
Exactly.
That's the first thing they tell you, you join real estate and things like that. Why do you want to own houses? And because if you just, you know what I'm saying, if you just here for the money, it's gonna run out. You know what I'm saying? You
It's
just
gonna be
it's a rat race.
You
You just gonna be chasing money and shit. You gonna chase a bad deal. You gonna end up fucking yourself off. You know what I'm saying?
Now you can't go back.
You can't go back. You know what I'm saying?
And where you learn the rat race from? I heard you say that twice. Where you learn that from? You be reading books?
Yeah.
You read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Well, shit, I mean, Rat Race shit, that's just a song by RJ from
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, you know, I read it all the time.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
going back to your circle, I made books, podcasts, YouTube, my circle. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling, so it's like, I don't just want to be around people, shit, I'm create my own circle, you know what I'm saying? E.T. the hip hop preacher.
Oh yeah.
You know, just different people like that. To feel that, you know what I'm saying, to just have those people to talk to me, you know what I'm saying, if I don't got nobody to talk to.
And that stopped from being programmed too, because to bring it back, the news, all that stuff have our minds so occupied with bullshit. But we get off our purpose and our why. We looking at what happened on the news, what happened yesterday, the reality shows.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with shit.
Your mind everywhere. That's why I had to cancel.
That's the key.
Nah, your mind will be everywhere, bro. You be so programmed, and I know it. You don't know who the fuck you are.
I mean, you talking about everything that ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm
Nothing
saying?
to do with you at all,
You know what I'm saying? You
bro.
worry about everything on Twitter, but you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Like, why am I focused on that?
Why am I focused on that shit?
Bro, it's really people that wake up every day of their lives, bro, and the first thing they do is get on social media.
Check the shade room.
Man,
That's
That was me at first.
Me too. We all experience that shit.
But before you brush your teeth, everything.
Before you got to go,
Before you even get on your knees, bro, like, before you even take that shit, you in that how niggas
eyes barely open, but you just scrolling, not even looking at a post. You just
This
scrolling.
happened last night. This hoe ain't got nothing to do with your life. But you're like, this happened.
Nigga wake up
Shit,
at
what else happened? Let me go to the
check to see what the club looking like.
Like, damn, these niggas fucking body, these niggas shine.
and that's the reason why right there. I told them, bro, I deleted everybody.
See, JP out there blowing everything. You know what I'm saying?
So I deleted everybody like that was not even, and it wasn't even no hard feeling shit.
They're not feeding your mind.
Yeah, they not, bro. You gotta be engulfed in whatever you're trying to do, bro. Like you gotta be like obsessed with that shit, bro. And like that real estate shit, bro. Like I became obsessed. Like everything I wanted to do, bro. Like now I gotta tell the job, bro. Like conversations now, bro. All I want to talk about is real estate, bro. Like what y'all, like what you learned about that shit. Like that's it's because I'm engulfed with that shit now, bro. Like that's all I think about, bro. Like and in order for you to get to where you at, that's where they gotta be. And then I feel like if you can't get to that level, then that's really not your passion. That's not what you trying to do. Like if you can't become obsessed, and if that's not, if you don't wake up and that's the first thing you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you wake up and you think about is, okay, damn. I wake up in the morning. Ooh, how many people I'm gonna call today? Or how many people I'm gonna text? You know what I'm saying? And it's because you engulfed and you obsessed with that shit, bro. You so like you got a burning desire to get to where you at, bro.
They say when you want to be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
Real talk,
Man, I can testify to that because the same way you feel about real estate, bro, is the same way I felt about trading. Like when I first started trading Forex, I didn't know what that shit was. This shit was foreign to me, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is all these bars and lines going up? Bro, I didn't know what that shit was. But the more and more that I tapped into it, the more and more I felt that it was in my purpose. Because just as he said, how you wake up, what I'm doing, what I'm doing that. I wasn't waking up getting on Instagram. I was waking up getting on the charts.
You learned the language.
That was instant, bro. I'm waking up, I'm like, why am I on the charts? You know what I'm saying? That was just a subconscious thing. I was just always on the charts, bro. And I was always trying to feed myself with knowledge from the charts. So anybody on Instagram who would, just as you told us in the group message, fuck all that popping bottle shit. You don't care about who popping bottles in the club. I don't care about who's doing none of that shit, bro.
It's on cold by cutting all this shit off.
Bro,
You got to, bro. I did the same shit and I put nothing but people who trade under my shit. Nothing, that's all I see. So what you think that done to me? It made me become better at what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I became better at trading than I once was. I wasn't getting on there looking at chains and shit, then trying to go to my passion, trying to force it out of my passion to get what I want out of some wants, bro, because it's not what I needed. So, you know, it's all a subconscious thing, bro. And I realized that, bro, that shit took my game to another level. I stopped talking as much, bro. I stopped telling people, oh, I'm finna do it, I'm finna do it. I stopped all that shit, bro, because in the end, bro, it really don't matter.
You don't talk about it.
It don't matter, you know what I'm saying?
It's nobody's business at the end of the day but yours.
Nobody.
And that's the only thing I had to learn about business, bro. Like, your business is your business. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna look at it the same. Nobody's gonna treat it the same like you treat it. So nobody needs to know that, but people that are actually influential to your business and people that make you want to go further in your shit. So that can actually help you too. You know what I'm saying? And not help you in a monetary way. Like, just help you mentally. Exactly, bro. Like, it's a lot of people in your life that you come across, bro, that can help you mentally. And that can help your business flourish.
One, you gather.
Nah, shit.
Gotta have some good women by your side, man. Got to.
One, you gather. I don't feel like, bro, as a man, I mean, yeah, we still, you know what I'm saying, we powerful as just God's nature, you know what I'm saying? The man is supposed to be powerful, but a man is never gonna reach his full potential till he got that lady on his side.
A woman gives a man purpose.
Just ain't the same
And it ain't.
You can have a good girl, because a
And
good
that-
girl,
he got one.
a bad one to tell you that.
And that ain't even on me. My chick's bad, but she good too, though. You know what I'm saying? But it is just, bro, like, when we first started messing around, bro. But it was just to keep it a buck, bro. Like, when we first started messing around, you know what I'm saying? I'm regular conversation, you know what I'm saying? We just regular talking. And she asked me some shit and I didn't even know how to respond. She was like what's in your mind? Like, you know, I don't really care about what you doing out here. Like, what you think about? Like, what's your passion? Like, I want to know what's inside of you.
That's when you know somebody that cares.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, like, I ain't never really thought about that shit. What is inside of me? You know what I'm saying? So then that's when I started trying to, you know, get to that point, and it's just like, it started being crazy. That's when the real estate shit started popping off. That's when, you know what I'm saying, I started getting closer to God, and that's when I started getting that next level. And it's all off of that one question, like what? She said, I don't want to talk about what's going on out here. I want to talk about what's inside of you. I want to know about what's in your mind, what's in your heart. Like,
That's that soul question.
when she asked me that, bro, and I didn't even know what to say, because I'm like, shit,
I gotta find out.
I don't gotta find out. I don't know. And I commend her for that. Yeah. So that's why I say, bro, them girls, if you find you a good one, bro, and it's the difference between this.
And I mean, it's like you can find one, but you gotta really both of y'all gotta be really ready to work it out. You know what I'm saying? Because arguments gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to be like, all right, I'm out. And you know what I'm saying?
But
If you find you one that's doing all that without you fucking first, that's the one. Because a lot of stuff you can fuck, oh, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. She just doing that just because she see what you got behind you. You know what I'm saying? And you done drop something off on her. So it's just like, you feel me? That's no, isn't it? You drop something off on her. So she in love with your ass. Once you drop it off, it's around. You probably think that she your soul. No, that's not for you. She don't got no good intentions for you.
What we talking about, soul ties, bro.
Man.
Everybody you stick your dick in, nigga, ain't for you, but nigga, you've already created a soul tie. And it's so hard to break that, bro.
And then you hear everybody talking about fucking all these bitches, fucking all that shit. A lot of niggas be depressed, bro, and they don't even know why. Cause that other girl depressed.
Bro.
And that's that soul that's feeding off on you.
And I can attest to that, bro, because it was one point in my life, bro, where I'm fucking, bro. Like, I got hoes, bro. Like, it's literally a point in my life, like, nigga, you know me, bro. Like, nigga, I got hoes, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen to the music you
I'm
listen to,
calling
bro.
you bitch every day. You know what I'm saying? Or every other day, they pull up to the crib having a great time.
But that was
I'm having a great time. But when I'm by myself, and I'm really like in this whole like, damn, why I'm thinking about this whole or damn, why I'm feeling this way, like, nigga, why I feel sad, nigga, like, what the fuck?
Ain't nothing happening.
Like, nigga, I just went across my day like I do normally. So, like, nigga, what's the difference? Why am I feeling like this? Not knowing, nigga, you just fucked that bitch last night, nigga.
And she feeling
exactly how you feeling right now, nigga. You're not even understanding, like, nigga, why am I feeling like this? That bitch, nigga, that's 10 miles away from you right now that you just fucked last night, sad as fuck, nigga. And nigga, you understanding why your ass is
and a lot of them may have demons that you don't even know about. Like, the devil will use a lot of people just to get in the way of your purpose. So that girl probably had no intentions of doing you wrong, but the devil did. And he know he a devil in a red dress. It's gonna make it look good. You understand me? So look, you when you hit her, now all them demons that's on her is on you.
It's now on you. It's transferred to you.
It's transferred to you.
Because that girl you just met last night that you was just like, fuck it, nigga, it's one night, you know what I'm saying? We both fucked up. I'm taking
you listen in the future, you like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm about to take this bitch to the crib. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to say, fuck it, nigga. But you not understanding, like, nigga, her spiritual level ain't on your spiritual level. Y'all don't have the same understanding of God. Like, she might not even fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
She might be atheist.
She might know exactly. You know what I'm saying? No, and I hate to curse. You know what I'm saying? When I'm speaking about God, but she really might not even go to church. Might never read a devotional. Might never read a Bible verse or anything. She just fucked last night, and nigga, everything that's going on with her is not gonna go on with you.
Y'all,
just because
y'all intertwined.
Just because you gave that soul talk, bro.
And Josh, you
can
can
go back to who you hanging around.
Real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying? It's kind of like who you hanging around.
It's just like that.
They all fucking hoes, you fucking hoes too.
Exactly.
No.
And you doing it subconsciously.
No.
It's like a conscious thing. It's subconscious, bro.
Tell him, girl.
Talk to him.
myself personally,
You ain't no fucking hoes like that.
Man,
I ain't, bro. I always knew, bro. Like I say, I always been the type of nigga, bro. Y'all never say K Doug is a hoe ass nigga, bro. Oh, he a hoe ass nigga. Never in life will y'all say K Doug a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I always been, you know what I'm saying? I always knew all I need is a good one.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, when I went to college, you know what I'm saying? I did my thing.
They fucking hoes.
You know what I'm saying? They was coming at me.
You was still
at the end of the day, players get chosen.
But what I'm saying is, I just knew I ain't never really fantasized by, oh, I gotta fuck every girl I see, or every girl I like, oh, she, like, I never have a problem like, partner, man, you hit that? No. Yeah, bro, like, no, she. Either no, she trash, like y'all tripping on, or nah, I just not finna fuck that. Like I got a gal, you know what I'm saying? That has always been me, but and that's just because I'm a loyal ass nigga. Like I ain't
nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Just to speak on that, like just because you fucking hoes don't make you a hoe ass nigga too. Because at the end of the day, if you being honest with every girl you come across and you telling her like, hey, I'm just out here, like I'm having fun, I'm not looking for a relationship, you're not being a hoe ass nigga. And I've learned over time, you know what I'm saying, with me and my best friend, like, nigga, that shit works. Like hoes love that shit because at the end of the day, it's a lot of hoes out here, bro, that's doing the same shit.
Same thing.
And they hear you say that, and they be like, oh, I'm glad you say that. Now we ain't gotta act, we ain't gotta front. Like this is what it is.
It's only a certain set of hoes.
Like Kim Falk, them hoes still gonna go. Them hoes, I'm gonna keep it G with you. Them hoes been going since we was in high school.
I just want to tell you,
The same way.
but listen,
The same way though.
that nigga in high school.
We was out.
Exactly, y'all was some niggas in high school who had something going. Hoes got an agenda, bro. The hoes not gonna fuck with no nigga who ain't doing shit, who ain't got shit going for him, bro.
But listen,
y'all had shit going for
you
him.
know something that nobody think about though? When you fucking all these hoes, you really wasting time, bro.
You ain't doing shit.
You wasting a lot of time,
Energy.
money, dog. You just wasting time. You missing work. You waking up late for work, tired at work.
Cause the pussy good.
You buying alcohol.
Cause you laid off feet.
You talking about the pussy good.
Shit. You waking up in the morning, nigga, it's 7 o'clock, nigga. You waking up in the morning, nigga, know you gotta be at work at 8.
Yeah, hey. It's 7:45. I got some pussy
I'm about to get
good.
around here, like, fuck that. Like, shout to turn over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit
shit'll
we
fuck your
go
life,
through,
bro.
And you doing all that, bro, and all that time add up. You 34 years old, ain't really got much shit going for yourself.
But you got a lot of
all that
dollars.
goddamn money.
You still going to the same clubs, trying to get a
Doing
bitch.
the same shit.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
man, they got family, got 5 houses they bought already. You doing the same shit in the apartment.
Same shit.
You got them hoes.
And it's crazy, bro, because I had met a customer, because y'all know I do tech world out the crib.
Yeah.
And no customer touches the inside of my home. You know what I'm saying? This is my home, this is where I lay my head. I tell them what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I had this one lady pulled up. She was a foreigner. I think she was Arabian. Don't quote me on that. She came and I told her what it was, and she didn't trust it. You know what I'm saying? She drove a Tesla too. So I'm looking. I'm like, okay, I know this person is established in a way, and she didn't trust it. And she was like, I feel more comfortable if you was to bring me into your home. She said that, you know what I'm saying? She said it. She was being honest. She was being open. She was expressing, you know what I'm saying, how she was feeling at the time. She didn't trust the phone. And her English was kind of broken too because, like I said, she was a foreigner. So I was like, you know what? I'll allow you into my home just so you see what it is. So I brought her into my home, sat her down, and this was recent. This is because everybody know I just moved here. You know what I'm saying? This was here. You know what I'm saying? I just moved here. It was like 2 weeks ago, for sure. 2 or 3 weeks ago, she came in here, and the first question she asked is, "How do you afford this?" It was weird. I was like, "Wait, what? How do I afford this?" That was the first thing she asked, and I started just running through things like, you know what I'm saying? I have a full-time job. I have this business. I have that business. You know what I'm saying? I just told her, I kept it general. I was like, I have businesses as well. And she was like, what type of businesses you asking? We started going into a conversation, and I was telling her, come to find out, bro, this lady has had a real estate business for, I want to say maybe, I think it was like 26, 27 years.
Oh, shit.
And her whole family is doing it. They do private money loans, everything.
Ooh, everything you need.
And she brought that, everything you need. And she brought it up, you know what I'm saying, just because I said I'm in real estate. And she was like, you know what? I want you to meet my son. I want you to come to our house and have dinner with us. Guess where she live at?
Well,
Kirby Drive.
Ooh, big
damn.
Right here, we're both.
You could have easily been like, nah, you can stay.
Hey, and just to look, this is it right here. Gentile companies.
But you know what's crazy about that though, bro? Like I ran into a dude, bro. Yeah.
And her number is on the back. That's her son's part. She was like, I really want you to meet my son. My son, and he looks. You guys look the same age.
Yeah.
And
She could
you remind me of
right.
I want you to meet my son. I want you to come have dinner in my house. And I was just like, wait, all off of a conversation like that. All off of
But
me.
you gotta be open-minded though.
Yeah, all off of you allowing you into my home just because you express how you feel, bro.
Yeah.
And that goes back to saying, bro, just what you said, open mind. Open your mind up, bro. Allow different things to happen because God is just testing you. He's trying to see, okay, is he really seeing the sign that I'm sending him right now? Let's see if he really gonna see this. This lady is expressing how she feels. She said she'll feel more comfortable if you allow her into your home. And bro, I was nervous. Like, I ain't gonna lie. The whole time walking to my house, I'm nervous. Like, dang, this lady right here.
You don't know, she can rob.
You feel me? Like I don't know who she is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got ashtrays everywhere. I had my bong sitting out and everything. And I'm just in there like, dang, bro, I got all this shit. Like, fuck. And she sat on that couch right where you sitting, bro. And you know I had this table right here. The bong sitting on top of that table. First thing I said, I'm sorry for this. She was like, no, this is your home. This is where you stay. And she didn't have no problem with it. This is a foreigner, bro. She had to be at least 50, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have no problem with what I had sitting there. But she wanted to know, how can he afford this? How is he doing this?
You know what it is though? She seen that, she felt that energy coming off of you, bro. Like, she knew like, she seen the crib, she seen how you doing, and she like, okay, like apparently he doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So she just trying to dig deeper into what you doing.
She was curious.
And she trying to connect with you. She like, you know what I'm saying, this young black brother, you know what I'm saying, fixing phones, let's see what he doing. And you know,
let's see if he gonna open up to it.
Yeah, and what's crazy, bro, I got a story similar, bro. Mine wasn't as good, but I was calling this guy, bro, trying to sell his house. I was calling this guy, bro, trying to sell his house, and he got on the phone, bro, and like, I'm telling him, I'm giving him my rap, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, my name's Kelsey, you know, I inquired about your property, you trying to sell? And you know, he said, yeah, I'm trying to sell it. And, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get into the script, you know, how much work does it need, It don't need much work, you know, I'm trying to get retail for it. And then I told him, well, I think it needs some work, you know, I wrote past it, And he started straight spazzing, cussing me out. What you know about real estate? nigga, I'm a broker, I'm a real estate, like, you know what I'm saying, he a nigga. What you know about real estate? He started asking me all these terms. What you know about this? What you know about, sir, I don't know what that is, so I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I know you don't know. And I'm just on the phone, I'm talking to him. I'm talking to you. I'm asking you when I'm talking to you. And so I'm just like, damn, should I hang this phone up? Some just told me to stay on the phone. And so I stayed, I took all of that, you know, him talking, cussing, answering the question. And then at the end of the conversation, bro, he just said, you know something, young blood, I was testing you the whole time. He was like, you got that, he said, you gonna be successful, you got it in you. He was like, because a lot of people, he said, I done had this conversation with a whole bunch of investors. People call me every day. He was like, and I cuss them out the same way I cuss you out. He was like, but most of them already would have been to hung up the phone. He was like, you still here though. He was like, and I was testing you to see how bad you wanted this shit. Yeah. And he was just saying like, you know what I'm saying, I just want to see how bad you really wanted it. Like, I wanted to see, you know, if I come talk to you, he say, it was crazy, James, he told me, he say, you know, kids, you know what I'm saying, my mom, he said he was married, his wife used to get on him because she used to say, you know, he was harsh on his kid, and he say, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people, if somebody cuss you out, they say, hey, come here, you little stupid motherfucker, and sit your ass down. Let me show you how to make $1 million. He say, any soft motherfucker, all they gonna hear is, come here, little stupid motherfucker, come sit your ass down. All I'm listening to is, let me show you how to make $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the same shit. And he like, you got that shit in you. And so he was like, you know what I'm saying, he's like, I want you to come have lunch with me. Come sit down with me 30 minutes and we can, you know what I'm saying, we can talk real estate. Just ask me any questions you want, you know what I'm saying, I come chop it over with you just because you stayed on the phone and talked to me. So I met dude in Pear Lane, you know what I'm saying, we was talking. He wasn't into wholesaling, he didn't really know about wholesaling. But he was into rentals and buying, you know what I'm saying, but that showed me a different aspect. And so he told me, he said, I'm doing the same thing you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I flip houses, but I'm just holding my money for the back end. And you know what I'm saying? And that just showed me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, that just the people you interact with, you never know what God is trying to test you and do. You know what I'm saying? And everything in my power was telling me, bro, hang up this phone, bro. This nigga not trying to sell this house. He not trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? He not motivated, bro. You know what I'm saying? All because he cursing me out, but I'm still on the phone. I'm like, I don't know why I'm holding the phone, man. I promise I don't know why I'm holding the phone, but he's steady going ham. Yo, I know you don't know. You too young to know. You ain't been in this. You don't know real estate. And I'm just like, damn.
This nigga.
I don't
Hey, but it's in that moment, bro, where God is testing you. He testing you to see if you really want it.
And at the end of the day, bro, he became out and turned out to be like one of the coolest dudes, and just gave me so much game about just real estate, bro. Just telling me like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You need to take this the avenue you need to take. This is what you don't need to do. This is what you need to do. You need to focus on this. And he ain't getting information from me because he, like I said, he old school. Old school niggas ain't really knowing about wholesaling. So I'm giving him game as he giving me game. But I'm just like, damn, it's crazy how just God work and how he tests you in your times when you really in trouble and you trying to make it happen, bro. He testing you to see if you ready for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
In that moment that you had right now, I have a question for you, bro. Mm-hmm. Did it open your mind up to a different perspective? Like, damn, I shouldn't be so easy to just hang up a phone or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, easy to cut somebody out and be like, all right, well, fuck it.
For me, it was just like, bro, I had been playing, like, cussing. My mind was on the end goal. Like, all that cussing me out, that shit was going to be one of
tell me your house.
Exactly. That's all I gave a fuck about, bro. I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. You coming out of money, if you trying to sell this crib or nah, nigga. Yeah. And so, you know what I'm saying? He after all of that, but you know what I'm saying? I just appreciate the game and the knowledge. But even Josh, like, bro, I took you to my first appointment I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying, bro? We drove all the way to Dayton, Texas, nigga.
Back road.
Don't know.
Hey, back road.
We was in the middle of
They say, don't know.
We was in the middle of Bumblefuck, Texas, bro. Don't know where the fuck we
no
was
service.
at. But
I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to Google that shit.
Yeah, I told Josh, bro, I say, bro, I don't know what I'm doing, but just ride with me, bro. Just hop in the car with me, bro. Just ride with me, because I don't know what I'm doing. And Josh hopped in the car with me. We rolled down to the Dayton, bro. I'm in this hole chopping it up with the lady. I'm telling her, like, yeah, this need work. Yeah, we can change your AC. You need a new. Don't know what I'm talking about.
I almost fell through the stairs like that.
But what's cold, what got me, like, really, like, dedicated and, like, I can do this shit, bro. She didn't take the deal. I didn't get the deal, but she told me, she said, yeah, you gonna be real good at this one day. She was like, I can't accept your offer right now because, you know what I'm saying, I got some other people because I didn't know how to run comps. I didn't know how to estimate repairs. I just knew I was trying to, and she was only offering like $20,000 for her house, bro. And I offered her 12. They told her I need 12. Like, we can't do 12, I can't do it.
I ain't gonna see
and
that. Lie to you. If she would have offered me that 20, I'm taking that.
Yeah, and I didn't know, but me knowing now, boy, I would have took that shit, no question. Like, you want 25? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me not knowing. But what resonated with me, bro, like, this is my first time ever talking to somebody, dealing with real estate, ever, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit. And the lady told me, like, I can't accept your offer, but you're gonna be hella good at this one day. Like, you got a hell of a way of talking to people and just being natural. You know what I'm saying? Just not trying to not trying to make it a facade, and you being genuine with you. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. It's not nothing I'm trying to fake. You know what I'm saying? And she just told me no. So once she told me that, I just took it to another level. Like, bro, I can really do this shit. Especially if she told me this my first time and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So imagine once I actually learn some knowledge and, you know what I'm saying, can take it and really apply it to some real shit that's gonna affect some shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you brought up that mentor, bro, because without a mentor and the things that you doing, bro, that shit gonna be hard as
a mother talking, nigga.
Sometimes you gotta pay for it.
Hey, now, the last time we finna go, we're gonna speak on mentorship, because you need mentorship in the things that you want to do. I'm not gonna say you need it, but it's very beneficial in the things that you want to do, because when I got into trading, I ain't have a mentor. I ain't have a mentor until probably about, what I want to say, last summer. That's when I first got my mentor, and I had been in it like.
How did you get it?
Man? Shit, bro. Let me tell you how I got it, bro. I got it through trial and error, bro. I was in 2 groups before. I didn't have a good mentor. The first group that I got in. Still appreciate you for bringing me to the platform, but you know, I got off him he wasn't teaching me nothing. You know, no discredit to him. Got to another group. They was on some other shit. Wasn't into trading how I was. They was into the building and everything. I don't doubt it. But then I got to him because I started. That's who I was learning from, and I was actually able to talk to him personally. And he told me personally when I was on the chart with him, you can show your shit or whatever. He told me I couldn't trade. That was the first nigga that I met since I've been trading that told me I couldn't trade. The first nigga I met. And from that point in, I said, okay, you real. You know what I'm saying? You genuine. I know that you telling me I can't trade, it's not on some, oh, you bigger than me. He was giving me advice on some, he been through this shit. I've been where you been at. You feel me? So he my mentor now. And you know, ever since I've been with him, the game changed. You know what I mean? For me and my girl. So that's why I want to speak on good mentorship.
Ben, do you got a mentor, bro? Like, do you?
I got a bunch of mentors, bro. Like, I mean, shit, I make books mentors. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they $9.99. If you can't find a mentor, shit, you buy a book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can follow directly what they say. Like, a billionaire wrote a book for 30 books. And his whole fucking book is how to be successful. You can make that your mentor.
How you feel about investing in a coach? Someone who's actually been where you been at, want to go, but you got to pay them a certain amount of money to talk to them.
That's great. I mean, but you just got to know, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're buying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're spending your money on. Denzel got a coach.
Yeah.
He's the best actor of all time. You know what I'm saying? He still got a coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing against. I went to, you know what I'm saying? I go to still conferences and coaches, like, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But it's nothing against coaches. Like, you should pay. Yeah. But you can get it for free too. Because a lot of times there's no excuse.
Yeah. A lot of times people see somebody and be like, man, I want that person to mentor me, but what kind of value? Why should they mentor you? What value do they have?
What can you bring in?
A reason to mentor you.
And that you lazy. Why should they mentor you?
Why should they waste your time?
And that
it's just a handout at that point.
And like that go into that, like I said, that $1,000 I gave that dude. I gave that dude that 1,000 because I wanted a mentor.
Yeah.
I knew. Like you say, I paid for that. I wanted that because I knew I could only teach myself so much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much that I can do by myself and that I can educate myself on. It's some stuff that people have been through personal experiences that you can't read about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pay for it.
You gotta pay for it sometimes, or you gotta go through it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it goes to vetting people, and that's where I'm at right now. Like I would love to have somebody that can call me every day and tell me like, this is what you should be doing. How many people you call today? How many?
It's a bunch of programs out there.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a bunch of live coaching programs.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes they're not out there.
Sometimes they're not cheap.
And in real estate, it's always, you're going to make it back in real estate. It ain't about what you spend, it's about what you're going to make.
And as an entrepreneur, you got to invest in yourself. Stop worrying about the money. If you want more money, you got to spend some money. Like, ain't nothing in life for free. And I learned that, bro. Like, in order for you to get to where you're going to have to drop some bucks. You feel me? Like, you're going to have to drop some bread. Just as you dropped 1,000 and it went to shit. But it didn't go to shit. Exactly. And he paid through that experience, not knowing, okay, now I'm going to start asking for
$10,000 and shit and $10,000.
Yeah, for sure. And I learned a lesson. Like, I know I'm not finna go knock on nobody's door. Cause bitch, you think you can handle some shit? Nigga, go knock on somebody's door randomly and tell them you trying to buy this hoe. Nigga, they gon' you trying to buy that house? Right, nigga, what? I went to this, bro. Last appointment I went to, bro, this lady, crazy story, bro. This lady, I knocked on her door, and I went to the wrong house, bro. I was tired of knocking on doors, and the lady house I was supposed to go to was across the street. And I knocked on the door, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm knocking on the door, it's like, the old lady came to me, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, my name's Kelsey, I came to you, you know what I'm saying? I handed them the letter, you know what I'm saying, tell them they owe money on whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she like, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, your house up for auction, you know what I'm saying, they finna come get you, you know what I'm saying, I came to see if I can help you out. She, what you mean?
What the fuck out?
What she called her husband, her cousins, her uncle, all the niggas came to the door. They, who are you? I'm Kelsey, I came. You right there, I'm Kelsey, I came here, y'all owe taxes. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to buy y'all a house. They like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. You got the wrong house. You don't know. This house been paid for 5 years, and how do we know on our time? So then I'm like, oh, okay, well, my bad. If y'all don't know shit, they finna come take y'all shit, whatever. So I got in the car, and the lady came outside. She was like, I apologize. I know you're not in the right place. And she was like, but the lady that you're looking for is across the street, and you know what I'm saying? She you know what I'm saying? Her husband is dealing with cancer and he's about to die. And after that, I'm like, damn, I don't know how to do this shit.
He's about to die.
It's not what's on you, it's what's in you.
So it's in you, but like you say, I got that rhino skin, bro. So I was just like, yeah, this just ain't the way I'm finna market my brand. I don't wanna knock on people's door. I'd rather just talk to them and let them feel my vibe that way instead of me having to, you know what I'm saying, to interrupt their peace.
Pull up at their crib and tell them like,
I learned that from
all this shit. Pay
so I learned that from that mentor. But like I say, right now, anyway, might as well give it to you. But that's what. That's what I'm on the search for right now, bro. Like, I really want a mentor, bro. Like somebody who could.
Man, it's gonna come to you.
I already know. That's why I'm not tripping, bro. I'm just gonna keep applying that pressure and wait until God ready to give me a mentor, bro. Because I tried to force it and I tried to, you know what I'm saying, push that on myself. Like, yeah, I gotta have a mentor. So I went searching and just ran into some bullshit. So now I'm not really tripping on it, bro.
And I'm glad you actually ran into that bullshit, bro. Because I just wanted to touch on my, you know what I'm saying, experience with mentors. Like, I've never had a mentor, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Would I want one? Yeah, I would love it. But, nigga, can you really teach me, nigga, about myself and what I need to know in this business?
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about a mentor, bro, like, they can teach you the game. But some mentors are gonna reach into you deeper and be like, hey, bro, like maybe this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing in your personal life, and it's kind of
cut this out.
Yeah, you need to cut this out.
That's
Fuck this up.
always
Exactly.
personal life.
Exactly. Because it's big. Because your personal life is what you do on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? It's everything that's been embedded in you, nigga, since birth. So when it comes to the mentor shit, you gotta find somebody, bro, that is absolutely on point with everything that's going on.
That you can be transparent with.
Exactly, that you can actually be open and honest with that, hey, I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing that. And a motherfucker that's gonna tell you, like, just like what you said, bro, he was like, you don't know how to trade or you can't trade. You gotta find a motherfucker that can tell you that shit. You can't find a motherfucker that's telling you, like, yeah, bro, we can do this, we can do that, like, you know this, okay, let's do this with that. Nah, nigga, tell me what the fuck I don't know.
Being open to learn and taking it.
And I mean, your mentor gotta be where you wanna be too.
Exactly. He got to, you know what I'm saying? You can't get no mentor. You can't get no mentor, bro, that's really in the same position you are. Like, that's in a lateral movement, nigga, in the same shit. If you was to go to a different company, bro, he in the same position you in. That's a lateral movement. You can't learn from somebody that way, bro. You would never learn from somebody that way. But that's why, like, when it came to mentors, bro, like, I'm being more open to meeting new people, meeting people that are on different levels, and just like with the lady, bro, like, being open to express, like, what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, business-wise, because I was so general with her, and for her to ask me the questions, like, okay, so what exactly do you do, you know what I'm saying, what different avenues, for me, doing that is what opened up a whole different door.
So you can't be scared to say what you do. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared to say what you're doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm
But then again, it wasn't like a scared thing. It was more so like, I don't know this person. I'm not really trying to share my goals. It was an uncomfortable situation.
Everything good is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you grow, man.
Yeah, it is how you grow. But yeah, I'm not just like a big person to tell people like what I got coming, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm real, just like laid back. I just kind of do what I'm low key. I do what I do, and that just is what it is. I'm not here for the applause or for the rah-rahs, none of that. Like, I'm doing this shit for my family, bro, and I'm doing this shit for my kids. Like, I want to be able to give my kids, like, hey, bro, T. White Jr., like, nigga, you just acquired 4 properties because you just graduated college, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Josh.
hey, look, bro, you just acquired some shit too. Like, you don't even know. You just graduated college, bro. 2 of these properties is yours. Like, let me teach you the game.
But the thing with that, bro, it's not just giving people that shit, bro. It's giving them the knowledge to run that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can give them properties, but if they don't have the knowledge that you had going into it, bro, them properties that you giving them ain't worth shit.
But it ain't about giving it to them, bro. It's about like grooming them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
so like throughout life, you know what I'm saying? While my kids are growing up, I'm gonna groom their ass, bro. And I'm gonna groom their ass to a point to where like nigga, when they get their property, they're gonna be like, damn, bro, you been teaching me all this shit and you just gave me 4 properties. Why you do that? So they gonna be like, damn, bro, this was your plan all along. You been teaching me this shit since I was fucking 12 years old, nigga, and now like you giving me 4 properties so I graduated college. Like, dang, that's what you had set up this whole time.
Yes, sir.
By me doing that, my kids gonna be like, hey, bro, nigga, fuck what Johnny doing over there. Fuck what Jerry doing over there. Nigga, watch this shit. Nigga, I got 4 properties, bro. My dad just taught me the game. He been taught me the game growing up. Watch how I do this shit. That's what I want to do. Some shit, nigga, my parents never did for me, bro.
Got to, bro, cause man, I'm be honest with you, bro. My mama gave me everything. So what you think I'm gonna get my kids?
Yeah, you spoiled.
Dad plus more.
They say you spoiled.
Shit, I'm the only. You
You're the only child.
I'm the only child, bro. Like, how can I not be spoiled? I'm the only child.
I'm just saying.
I don't care. Man, I'm blessed.
You shouldn't care.
People say I'm
yeah, you shouldn't care. Like, I'm not saying it like, oh, it's a bad thing. Like, I'm just saying it.
Nah, a lot of people just say, oh, you spoiled. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Why you hating on me?
Yeah, and that's
people should have been praying.
And that's what I'm saying. Some people say it in different ways. Nigga, like, hey, nigga, you came up and you was good, and your mama made sure you was good, nigga. That's a great thing. I'm just saying that because I know you personally.
Nah, yeah, I know.
It's different.
They don't know that. I just had to let them know you did. So.
Yeah.
Hey, it ain't about to fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm just playing. No, I don't
we can go all night, bro. We've been going hard. You know what I'm saying?
I
We
think I
got
was
topics
sweating.
for days. I'm just sweating.
Yeah.
I'm passionate, bro. That's what it is.
That's that. Listen, he did down, but I had the girl.
Bitch, I'm 3 cups in. I'm
Episode 3 of the Hustler's Ambition, man. You see, we got 5 hustlers.
You know what I'm saying? We
Up
can
there,
go.
you know what I'm saying?
We can go all night, bro. Look, if you got a story you want to tell, come holler at us, man. Come sit down.
Guys.
You know what I'm talking about? We can talk it up. You know what I'm saying? We got the yak.
This game ain't free.
DM the Hustler Ambition if you want to get on here and share your story. We know it's a lot of young up-and-coming entrepreneurs out there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it by yourself. Just come and get some help.
Real talk.
You feel me?
Like,
So,
comment, subscribe, follow us on the gram.
Got to.
Follow my boy. Give me Instagram. We
Hey man, we gonna put it at the bottom. That's how you know.
Yeah, we gonna put the Instagram. Support everybody in the room, bro. That's what we all about, bro. Hustler's Ambition. We shining light on all the young entrepreneurs who trying to get it by themselves, bro. Who out here trying to make a name for themselves. We support you, bro. Now come holler at us, put your name on here. Come sit down on the couch. Come get your little drink. You know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up. We gonna split that shit.
as you can see, this a big money business production.
Yes,
That's all
sir.
we're talking, big money business. It ain't always gotta be with money. You know what I'm saying? It's with mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's where the big money comes from. You feel me? A lot of shit that go into that. You feel me? You feel me?
All that makes you who you are as a person.
Tune in to the next episode. Big Money Business presents The Hustler's Ambition. You feel me? So names will be dropped in the below.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for coming on, spreading some game.
I do got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga James Q, nigga T White, Tech World. I'm gonna put all that shit in the down below.
Hey, I do want to say one thing though, bro. I'm proud of these guys, you know what I'm saying, that started the Hustler's Ambition. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy BJ, you not here, bro, but you got 2 people here that's working for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all boys keep going. I'm proud of this, you know what I'm saying? The Hustler's Ambition. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, bro. Tell us y'all feedback. Any hustlers like that want to come on their podcast, bro, hit them up for real. Because